broken the streak. We have had a streak today, sir, of 5 guests
really?
in a row who haven't shown up. So you've
Oh,
broken the
no.
streak. Thank you for breaking the streak and giving us some content
Course.
today. We have got
Glad to be on. Glad to be on. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So first of all, give me a little bit on your background, my friend.
Yeah, so I got my start around 2 years ago. I always had the dream of, creating electronic music, more specifically bass music, electronic bass. And so, so it really started about 2 years ago, just working every day with virtual tools and, failing over again until I really made a product that I was really happy with. And I took discipline in that, and now we're seeing a lot of fan reactions to the music and, good reactions in that. And so, it's very rewarding when you work on something for such a long time and you get to see that people start to actually enjoy it. So that's where we are now. And it's been really great. It's been really awesome.
That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So how exactly do we get to find you guys online?
Yeah, so my Instagram is at Echo Music, Echo with a 3, so 3CHOMUSIC. And then my website is the same, echomusic.com. And you can find me there. You can find all my singles, find all my press, and live shows coming up.
Fantastic. So how did you get started doing this whole music thing?
Yeah, so, as I said, when I was a little boy, I always looked up to a lot of, big artists, big EDM artists, and, such as Don Diablo is a good one, Marshmello, Illenium, people like that. And I was just really inspired by their sound and, the way they carry themselves on stage. And, I just took discipline in, trying to emulate what the great things that I found in these people. And, I opened up my first time in FL Studio, and, the rest is history. So that's how I got my start.
Awesome stuff. Well, we are going to do this. I am going to place you on a brief hold, and we are going to play Believe. Before we get to that, tell me a little bit about Believe.
Yeah, so Believe is actually one of my favorites that I've made so far. I got to work with the amazing vocalist Alicia Brandt, and she is just awesome on this track. This one, just it took months of practice and just getting every tiny little detail right in this song, and I think it turned out really great. So I'm excited for everyone to hear it.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to place you on a brief hold. We're going to play Believe, and we'll be right back. It is Echo, and it is here. He's broken the streak, kids. It's Believe, and it's here on your big broadcast.
Just
That is Believe. That is Echo, and it is here on your big, big program. So we go back to Echo. Joins us here on our big program. So tell me a little bit about this name. Where does the name come from, my friend?
Yeah, so there is this artist out there. His name is 3LAU, and he makes a lot of the songs that I really was inspired by. So, I was like, how can I implement myself into that? And so, I tried all these different names that embodied my personal taste, such as, because I mean, as you've heard, it is very progressive. The music is very, how do I put it, very melodic. And so, I wanted to have a name that that meant so many things, if that makes sense, in that genre. So, I just took the name Echo and, just made it my own,
It is a fantastic, fantastic guest with us today. Echo joins us here on our big, big program. So tell me a little bit about where we go to find you online and all the various places.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. You can find me at Echo Music with a 3, Echo spelled 3CHO, music. And then you can find my website, www.echomusic.com. You'll find all my shows, all my press, just a lot of great things over there.
It is Echo. He joins us today here on our big, big program. The fantastic Echo is with us. He is absolutely amazing. And you can get in touch with him online. So where exactly do you see everything going the next couple months for you?
Yeah, the next couple of months are actually really important for me because we are actually starting up shows in Southern California. We're setting up our own events, just getting people out, listening to the music. We have a big few sponsors that I'm excited to work with, and it's going to be a great time. So, yeah, that's where I'm taking this, and just really excited to start working at these events and performing and just having a blast.
We have got a great guest with us today. Echo joins us here on our big, big program. So what has been the reception to your music on social media and the websites and things?
Yeah, so it's actually been very, very positive. I was included in EDM House Network and names such as EDM House Network and the Music Essentials. Those are huge magazines and journals that I was able to be featured on. The Music Essentials is India's #1 EDM publication, and EDM House Network is one of the leading EDM networks and journals in the United States. And so the reception has been very good, and I've gotten so much love and so much attention over these past few months. It's just been great. Great reception from fans and people I'm close with, and yeah, we're just really excited to take this in the next year. We have so many things planned. A tour is coming soon, and so yeah, we're just ready for a great next year.
Good stuff. We have got Echo with us today. He joins us live here on our big program. So Help Myself is going to be the next track we're going to play. Tell me a little bit about Help Myself.
Yeah, so Help Myself was actually the first song that brought me into, I guess what you can call it, the mainstream. That was the first piece of work I was really secure in. After, working on this for about a year, I worked on it for many, many months, and the beautiful vocalist Haley helped me complete my vision. And I'm super excited for everyone to hear it.
Well, here we go. We are going to place you on a brief hold, and when we come back, we'll have more with Echo here on our big broadcast. It's Help Myself, and it's here on your Sunday radio broadcast.
To breathe when you stay close to me, it's too much.
That is Echo. Help Myself here on our big program. 39 minutes after the hour. Thanks for joining us here on our big broadcast. We're going to go back to Echo, who's going to join us here on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney, and you can join us each and every day, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, and 1 p.m. Mountain Standard over there at JiggyJaguar.com. If you've missed this interview or you want to see it again or you came in late, whichever, you can see it at themic.info. Echo with us today. So why did you decide to spell Echo a certain way?
Hey, sorry, can you hear me all right?
I've got you, my friend. I've got you. Oh, Skype has done its fun thing that Skype does. Get a hold of us on JiggyJaguar.com. That is the best spot to see what we are up to over there at JiggyJaguar.com. Coming up here in our next hour, we have got Kicking Around with Pawn Stars. Yes, indeed. It is... Echo joins us today, 50-plus AM FM stations across the country and around the world, including our good friends at 990 WBLB out there in Rhode Island, of all places. The Mix on Tuesdays as well. Echo is going to be back with us here in just a few moments. He's an EDM artist. And Instagram, it is the number 3 CHO Music. He's also on Facebook. Let's go back to Echo. We're going to go back to Echo. He is going to join us. He rejoins us here on our Sunday radio broadcast. So, the spelling of your name, Echo, why did you go with that spelling?
Right. So, I was really inspired by a lot of different artists who had a unique name and a unique persona that is associated with that name. And, I really wanted my name to be almost an umbrella term, something that you look at and you kind of question it a little bit. And so, I didn't want to just go with the, average, we were thinking names such as like Nova, things like that. And so I wanted it to be very powerful. So Echo, and I wanted people to see my name and kind of question a little bit, as I just said. So, we threw the 3 in front of in replacement for the E, and I think it brilliantly kind of matches my persona and matches because when you see me, you see there's so much more depth to me and my music, and so that's what I wanted my name to emulate.
Fantastic. Echo with us today, joins us live here on our big broadcast. So take me through the process of what it's like to create some of your music.
Yeah, so, nowadays, I go over to a studio. I'm based in San Diego, and so, I go over to a couple of studios down over here. And, just working with a lot of talented producers and, just creating ideas, we really just, it's a matter of consistency in those studios, I feel like. We stay there for, a good amount of time, a few hours, and, just kind of throw things at each other and, see what really sticks. And I think it's worked so far very well.
It is a fantastic guest with us today. He joins us. Echo is with us here on our big broadcast. So where do you do most of your social media stuff? Is it Instagram, Facebook? Where are you most active?
Yeah, you can find me pretty much everywhere, but Instagram, I would say Instagram and Facebook are where I really am, and my website, of course. So you can find me there at Echo Music, Echo with a 3, of course. So 3CHO Music, and you can find me across all social media, everywhere. And yeah.
We have got a great guest here on our big broadcast. Echo joins us. And we are going to play another tune here, Let You Go. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, so this one is actually one of my favorites. I was able to work with the talented Emily Burke on this one, and we kind of were just in the studio, and we were kind of throwing ideas at each other, and we're like, let's let's make a pop song a little bit. So this one is a little different than the other tracks that you guys have heard before, but it is really special to me. And I think it carries a certain depth, and I think the vocal performance on it just knocks it out of the park. And so I'm really excited for everyone to hear it.
Here we go. It is Let You Go. We're going to place you on a brief hold here on Skype. When we come back, we will have more with Echo. It is right now.
Said you had to leave. It was over within minutes, and I couldn't speak. Like that, you're gone. Something went wrong. Choked up, you made me feel so small. Now I just need an answer. Why'd you have to go? Please bring me some closure, 'cause I just need to know. If I wait for you, no one compares to you. I built a life around you. I want you close. How do I move on without your love? I need you close, 'cause I can't let you go. Said you had to leave. It was over within minutes, and I couldn't speak. Like that, you're gone. Something went wrong. Choked up, you made me feel so small. Now I just need an answer. Why'd you have to go? Please bring me some closure, 'cause I just need to know. If I wait for you, no one compares to you. I built a life around you. I want you close. How do I move on without your love? I need you close, 'cause I can't let you go.
That is Echo, and it is the big broadcast, Let You Let Go. And Echo joins us back here on our big program. So we go back to Echo. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So, Echo, what is your local music scene like?
My local music scene.
Yes.
Yeah, so San Diego actually has a lot of opportunity. We are looking out at a lot of clubs over here. I don't want to say which ones, but they will be announced. And so there are a lot of EDM clubs and clubs that, love melodic bass music and dubstep and rhythm and things like that. So we're really excited to start performing there, and it's going to be a great time.
We have got a great guest with us today. Joins us live here on our big broadcast. American Jet Set is also coming up here on our big broadcast. And we have got Echo with us today. He joins us live here on our big program. So as we wrap up here with you, my friend, how do people get in touch with you online, social media, the websites, everything?
Yeah, so you can all find me at Echo Music, Echo with a 3, so 3CHO Music. You can find me on Instagram, Echo Music. Find me on Facebook, Echo Music. And you can also find me on my website, which is echomusic.com. And before we wrap up here, I really just want to say a couple words of inspiration from what I've learned. If there's anybody out there who is struggling with finding their ability to make music or to get into a creative project, I promise you, just give it time. Consistency is key in this market and in this industry. And I promise you, as long as you find discipline in your work, you will always come out on top. And, a couple years ago, I wouldn't even know how to, open up any music program and then start making music. And then I just taught myself and kept learning, kept failing, kept falling. But at the end of the day, I came out on top. And that's what I just want to let people know is whatever you're doing that is a creative pursuit, you can always, always, always come out on top as long as you work hard and you have discipline in it. And I hope I can inspire people to, take their creative pursuits to the max, and it always works out at the end of the day.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, brother. There he goes. That is Echo. He joins us today here via the magic of the old skip Skype. Yes, the Skype-a-rooney. We got one. Fantastic. So we're going to take a time.